Hello, my name is Angela Schumann and I am the Shakespeare Whisperer. In this video I will be listing the top 4 most meaningful names in the play Twelfth Night. Twelfth Night is a really fun play. It's about a girl who is shipwrecked on an island, and so she pretends to be a boy. She calls herself Cesario. Her real name is Viola. She goes to the Count Orsino, and says, "Hey, I'm a boy, can I work for you?" And he's like, "Sure, boy." He turns out to be in love with the lady Illyria, and he's like, "Go and woo Illyria for me." And she's like, "Sure, I understand the female mind, I gotcha." And what ensues is a really fun love triangle. Viola is in love with Orsino because she's actually a girl. She's in love with a man. Orsino is in love with Illyria, and Illyria, thinking Viola is a boy, is in love with her. It's brilliant. They did a really fun movie of it with Amanda Bynes called She's the Man, which is loosely based on the play, but it is so much fun. So this is the main plot, and Shakespeare seems to be having fun in this play, and he loves to play around with the names of the characters. So here are the top 4 most meaningful names. Coming in at number 4, we have Orsino. When we think about the way that his name sounds, it is see no. He doesn't see anything. He sees nothing. He doesn't see the fact that the boy that is working for him is in actuality a girl. Love it. Clever Shakespeare. See what you did there. Coming in at number 3 is the character Malvolio. You may be able to tell simply by looking at his name that he's the bad guy. Mal, of course, is the root word for evil. So when we call somebody malevolent, that means that they're evil, or we say, "How could you have such malice in your heart?" It means evil. So Malvolio is a beautifully evil character. Coming in at number 3 is the name of the island upon which all this takes place. The island's name is Illyria. When we think about the way that sounds, it sounds like the word illusion or delirium. This is all a dream, this is all fantastical imaginings, and of course it's a play, so Shakespeare's kind of making a reference to the play itself. It's all an illusion, it's all a dream. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have the name of Viola herself. This is my favourite, and I love it because, as we know, a viola is an instrument. But in actuality, it sits somewhere between a violin and a cello. A violin is the higher and thus more feminine sounding instrument, and it's smaller, and the cello is much larger and heavier and has a much lower range. It's more masculine sounding, and the viola sits between these two. And this is, of course, so interesting and descriptive of the character Viola, because she does sit in the play between the masculine and feminine. She is a girl, but she pretends to be a boy. She falls in love as a girl, but she is loved as a boy. And again, interestingly, at the very end of the play, when Orsino, spoiler alert, is told that it's her and she reveals herself to him, he says, "Before you change back into your women's clothes, or go change into your women's clothes, but before you do that," he declares his love to her, and he wants to marry her while she's still dressed as a boy. So she occupies this kind of in-between space between the masculine and feminine. What we've just done here in looking at the meanings and roots of the names of characters is called etymology. Sounds like a really boring word, is actually a really fun thing. I challenge you to do that when you look at Shakespeare, or even any movie or a work of literature. Do some etymology. Have a look at the characters' names and whether they are significant and whether they might tell us something about the character. I did this with Jason Bourne. We all know, or most of us know the movies The Bourne Identity. They're a huge favourite in my family. And I said to my brother once, "Why do you think his name is Jason Bourne? What could that mean?" I mean, he's a man who's seeking his identity. He's a man whose identity has been created for him by this government agency. It's as if he's being born again, trying to remember who he is. And then interestingly, when he discovers, spoiler alert again, his real name at the end of the movie, it's David Webb. Ooh, a web of lies. Ooh, he's been caught in this web of intrigue and deception. Way to go. What other movies can we see this in? What other books can we find this in? Etymology. Go get them. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell.